Hey, how's it going, guys? Brendan Stein here, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about how I made $1 million by 18 years old using digital products and AI. And I think a lot of people hear the word AI and they're like, how do I use it? I know people are using it to make money, but like, what do I actually do? And I'm going to show you today some of the ways that I use it to actually make money. And before that, I want to show you guys some proof so if you're new to my channel or who I am, hey, this is real. This is my Shopify store. I also have a WAP, and we use some other stores as well. But these are some of the daily payouts we're getting right now off this store. So 300, 800, 1500, 200, 500, 1300 and whatnot. And this is one of my stores. Again, this is Shopify. We use WAP as well. And these are some of the daily payouts that we're getting right now with, digital products. Now, if you're not familiar with what a digital product is, well, I'll briefly go over that. Digital products are things like ebooks, courses, guides, PDFs, trainings. And, a lot of people think, oh, well, what do these things do for people? How do these benefit society? Well, if you have a fat person and you have a guide that teaches every single step about the exercises, the workouts, what to eat, how to cook, routines, etc., and that person loses weight, you've just massively benefited his life and his family's life and his wife's life and his kids' life, and his friends are now inspired, and you've made a big change on an individual's life. Okay? Now, the best part is we're digital drop shipping, okay? So digital drop shipping is a way of getting pre-made digital items and then rebranding them to sell, so you don't actually have to be the one to make the guide or to make the ebook. It's already done. You get the rights, you rebrand it. And of course, there's a very high profit margin with that. There's no shipping, and there's even no inventory. So that's the good part. Now, the reason why I chose digital products over any other business, and I'll tell you my reasoning, and maybe some of you guys can relate, is I did drop shipping for a long time. I did theme pages. I did day trading. I did all these different things. And ultimately, some of the reasons why I chose not to do them, so let's take a look at drop shipping, is you typically have to test 5 to 15 products before you find the winning one, okay? And even some of the highest level drop shippers say, yeah, it'll take you 5 to 10 tests to find a winning product, okay? You have to find 5 or 10 products, make the websites, run the ads, and that's just a literal hassle, and I hate that, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. And the profit was only like 10 to 25%, so the profit wasn't even that high. And then the shipping and suppliers are a pain in the ass, and then dealing with the returns is just a mess, and I just don't think drop shipping is a good beginner-friendly business at all. Now, day trading can work, and I do think it could be a good business, but it does need a lot of capital to make money. Like, even with 5 or 10K, you still really can't do shit trading with 5 or 10K. You need to have way more than that to really do anything, right? And it can be very volatile and unpredictable. I know people who are one day, they're up 5x on their account, the next day they're negative 5x on the account. So it can be very unpredictable, and that can be hard for beginners, and quite frankly, beginners don't have that mental fortitude to go through all that. Now, an agency, I actually have tried agencies many times, and I've actually seen some success. We had a Done For You agency. I did cold calling at 14 for marketing services, and there's a couple problems with it, right? It requires a lot of cold calling, cold DMing, cold emailing. You have to phone close clients, and for beginners, that's very hard skill to learn. And it requires you to actually manage the clients. Like, if you want the clients to come back every month, you have to manage them and retain them, okay? People don't think about that. So this is why I wouldn't choose any of these businesses. Now, I want to talk about how I use AI to help me make money, and I'm going to actually demonstrate in a couple minutes a couple ways to actually do it yourself. But basically, AI, it does a ton of the heavy lifting inside my business. We use AI to literally give us content ideas. So we literally use AI to give us content ideas daily. I even use AI to review content, because one of the features of like ChatGPT and some of these other AIs is they can look at your video or your photo or your ad or your story, and they can review it and give you really good feedback, right? Even helps us scale our ads. Like, I have AI review my ads every morning and track it, tell me what should I do? Should I raise budget? Should I lower? Like, literally review my ad. It's like my ad manager. Give us new strategies. Talk to AI about how your business is, where you are, what's good, what's not. They'll give you new strategies and even plan out your scaling process. And I use it in all these different ways. And it's like having a master mentor in your corner, because AI, quite frankly, is smarter than me or you or any of us, probably all of us combined. So if we have AI to guide us in the journey, I think people heavily underestimate that. Another way that we use AI is we use it to actually automate parts of our marketing, especially in the DMs. AI does a lot of our DM work for us, and it's, quite frankly, it's beautiful. They do a lot of outreaching and automating of our cold DMing, of closing clients, so it's pretty amazing. And I'm going to show you guys right now how to do this. Okay, so we're on ChatGPT, and I recommend having ChatGPT Pro. It's even better. You get unlimited. It can review an unlimited amount of videos, unlimited amount of photos, whatever it is. I would recommend getting it. But let's talk about what we're going to do. Okay, so let's say you have a digital product business and you want to make a story. Okay, you're selling a make money course that teaches people. Let's see. Actually, let's do you have a fitness course and it teaches people how to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And I need to have a story sequence for the day. I want to have some good stories that are convincing. So I can say, I have a digital product business. And by the way, you can actually craft out your own AI. So it can have all your prompts and it can actually know your business. And it can actually pretty much be crafted. You could craft your own digital drop, your own ChatGPT bot, which is a whole different topic. But let's continue with this. I have a digital product business selling weight loss guides. Our main selling point is we help people lose 30 pounds in 30 days through, let's just make something up, through an ancient Greek diet. Okay. Give me the best Instagram story sequence to post today. Make it super convincing. Sell the selling points. Provide proof. And generate more leads. And now let's see what it can say. And then what I would do is, after you get whatever ChatGPT tells you, is then I would actually make the stories, send them to ChatGPT to review. So a lot of people think, okay, well, I'm just going to get my ideas on ChatGPT. No. Don't just get your ideas. Have them also review the work. So make the stories and then send them to ChatGPT to review them. So it's going to give us 8 to 10 slides. Okay, they said it was impossible to lose 30 pounds in 30 days until we brought back a 2,000-year-old Greek method. Okay, I like that. I'd probably ask them, like, what should I do for the photo? It's not telling you. You talking to the camera, everyone's stuck. So pretty much you talking to the camera, talking on this topic. So everyone's stuck with modern diets, but in ancient Greek, that's pretty good. A before and after photo of a customer. Social. So then you can see that it's giving you all this, and it's pretty good. Like, this is pretty persuasive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd be persuaded. Like I'd be persuaded by this. What's inside? This is pretty good. It's pretty damn good. To make it even better, you can say, make it even more precise. What to do for the photos, exact writing, and persuade the viewer to see why the ancient Greek workout and diet is the best route. After I make the stories, can you review them? So let's see what it gives us. We want to kind of get even deeper with it. So slide, a black background, okay, intense music, like a Greek music, and then put this text. I mean, guys, this is just salt. I just don't think people understand how good this is and like how valuable this is. And you can see it's giving you all the answers. So That's one way to use it, and then again, have them review the actual stories. Now, I'm going to give you guys one other way that we're using AI right now, and we're using it in a couple different ways, and that way I just showed you is one of the main ways, like literally having them give us ad ideas, reviewing our ads, our content, giving us content, like that's one of the most impactful ways. But one way that we're automating some of our work is with a tool called ManyChat. Now, what ManyChat does is on Instagram, this can actually automate your DMs. So when people DM your account, it can pretty much have the conversations for you. It can pretty much automate that for you, so you don't even have to touch your DMs. Or if someone comments on my post, my AI will automatically message them, get them in our DMs. If somebody DMs us, we can have our AI talk to them, and it's really an amazing way. Just go to automations, and you can see we have all kinds of different automations. You set the bot up, and the AI pretty much, again, when people DM you or if they comment, whatever it might be, it'll have the conversation for you, and it's just amazing. And you can click, new automation, and then do whatever you want here. So, I mean, yeah, it's an amazing tool, and those are two ways I'll give you guys in the video. And as you guys can see, some of the student results we're getting with digital products plus AI, like this student is making sales pretty much all day long. His first sale for $25. Making sales all day, $300 USD sale for him, $225 digital item sale, $97, and the list goes on, and this is all with digital products and the help of AI. Now, just real fast, if you don't really know my story, then this is me when I started. So, I wasn't very special when I started. I mean, I was 14 years old in middle school, and quite frankly, I hated school. I really did not like school at all. And I wanted to make money, so I figured online's the best way. I was actually on probation in school, and I was eventually kicked out of one of my high schools. I had $500 in the bank, around that range when I started, and I had failed over 10 different online businesses for 9 months. So it wasn't like I was just given things. I had to actually work pretty damn hard at 14 to make this all come together and then make my first $1 million by 18 years old. And again, how much digital items have changed my life? Well, here's a couple ways. I made $1 million by 18. I have an AMG right now. I've had a Maserati Gran Turismo. I even have an Alfa Romeo. And I think I have more skills than 99% of 19-year-olds in the world. Like marketing skills, social media, sales, whatever, entrepreneur skills. 99% of 19-year-olds do not have the skills I have. And I failed school. But a lot of them haven't made what I've made. They haven't mentored and had clients and employees. They don't have the skills I have, right? I've mentored almost 4,000 people in this world, right? And I've been able to live the laptop lifestyle. I've been able to travel quite frequently and make money from my business while traveling, and it's been amazing. So it's changed my life a lot. Now, if you want me to help you get to your first 1K to 6K a month off digital products, well, I'll teach you our strategy. I'll teach you how we're using AI more in depth. I'll give you a winning product. I'll show you the content secrets. I'll even give you weekly classes and support. So if you want that, go to my Instagram, The Brendan Stein, DM me the word bank or the word YouTube, and we'll get you started. So take care, guys.